show, the fast 5 things you need to know. We'll start your day off swirly, it's the toast. I sound amazing.
Welcome back to The Toast and happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's having a pargalicious definition and, of course, Fergalicious Tuesday.
I'm having a brutalicious Tuesday because
that's a good way to spend.
Bruno is here. He heard that rodeo had started coming to work, pulling his weight. He started to feel guilty, and he's back.
You're having a, what'd you say, a brutalicious?
Brutalicious.
I'm having a Q-delicious.
What's that?
It's kind of a celebratory day in my community. Sorry, Q-munity, because it's Tuesday, and that means that the DTQ.
Oh, so it's a Q-delicious.
Yeah, it's a Q, Q-U-E.
I thought it was like C-U-T-E.
I mean, every day when you're Turdy Lou Freebush is a cutesy-licious day.
Every day on this show, we're such cuties.
No, it's Tuesday after the vitriol that was sent my way for prioritizing my physical health last week. And yeah, skipping Dear Toasters. I'm back with a vengeance. I just want to say to the DTQ, I not only heard, but was extremely hurt by your words last week. I don't know, why we have to attack other segments when we're defending the DTQ. Right. Like, that's really hurtful. I'm sorry. Like I said, I was having a really tough day last Tuesday. This Tuesday, I got 9 hours of uninterrupted sleep. I'm good. We will DTQ. But I just want to say, some of you were acting really fucking out of control last week.
Some of you should be ashamed of yourselves. Not even the attacking of other segments, which I understand you're lashing out. But
that's where I draw the line
make
personally.
Claudia feel any sort of way.
Yeah.
You could tell she wasn't okay. And that Dear Toasters is more important to you than your girl's health. Because guess what? Say she powers through that Dear Toasters and you get what you want. But then
at what cost?
What if she couldn't do the next day? And we missed a whole episode because of Dear Toasters. You guys really need to put things into perspective and be glad that she quit while she was ahead.
Where I drew the line was with people coming for Weenie of the Week. Let's not go there, okay? Just because you love one segment doesn't mean you have to put another segment down.
But if you want to come for Weenie of the Week, you're not hurting anyone, right? Except for Claudia.
You're hurting me, yeah.
But I just think coming for the fact that we didn't do Dear Toasters and we're not moving it to another day. We have a schedule. We have things to do. Sorry if you didn't watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and you'd rather have Dear Toasters. There's a lot of people who listen to this show. It's a community. And
while I love the DTQ, I'm always defending them. You guys turned on me last week. And I've been your advocate. And so I didn't think that was cool.
She was not the one.
No, but having said that, we are back today with a vengeance. The submissions are amazing. It's going to be great. Can't wait to hear everyone's thoughts.
Look in the mirror.
But go easy on me, okay? I am kind of the last standing DTQ advocate. And it's
a teachable moment.
People throw rocks at things that shine.
It's a teachable moment. Just next time, zoom out a little bit.
Yeah.
Go to Patreon. We have whole episodes dedicated to Dear Toasters.
Speaking of Patreon, Jackie and I did something yesterday. We literally made ourselves so sick sitting in these chairs. Nor Jackie nor I, we talked about this last week, have ever really tried crumble cookies. I have had a bite of a chocolate chip cookie from Crumble once. I feel like I have to say that because people are going to be like, no, you did. But we've never eaten the menu items. We've never participated in crumble culture. And so we did yesterday, and of course we filmed the entire thing. We tried all 7 menu items in these chairs. We had them delivered. It was such a journey of unexpected results. I don't want to spoil it, so I won't. But if you're looking for our thoughts on crumble as a concept, but also their individual cookies, we did a taste test of this week's menu items on the Patreon. It was hysterical. We felt so sick afterwards.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, so I'll just say head over to patreon.com/thetoast when you're done listening to this episode. Probably go over on desktop, not the app. Otherwise, they'll charge you more.
Yeah, just a reminder, we have not raised our Patreon prices, $7.99. As always, that's what we made it when we started. It's like the Costco hot dog. It is $7.99.
And no one's interviewing us. How are you keeping Patreon prices down in this economy? Just the Arizona tea guy. Always I'm seeing stories about him and his $1
so
tea.
So true, 99 cents.
With his $4 billion company. So he's so generous with his $1 tea.
Right. Why don't you give it away for free?
Nobody's
if you're that generous.
Us.
Yeah, well, if you were to ask us, we haven't changed our prices. Although it appears as though we have, because if you download the Patreon app on iOS on your phone and subscribe, Apple has started charging a 30% fee. Like, we don't even get that money. That shit blows. That shit goes to Tim Cook's pocket, okay? So honestly, like, go to patreon.com on your computer if you want to sign up. Don't go on. Actually, if you like, whatever's easier for you. I don't know your financial
pay the extra
situations.
few dollars for the convenience of the app, that's also fine.
But just know, like, those extra few dollars do not line my pockets. They don't line my pockets.
Patreon.com/toast.
Yeah. So that was a really fun thing we did yesterday. And then after that, I got an at-home prenatal massage, which, like, I planned the day poorly. My stomach was rumbling. Like, I felt so sick after eating all those cookies. I couldn't even relax.
Yeah, I understand.
It was not a good sequence of events.
No, I had to, like, burn off all the sugar. Went grocery shopping, cooked a healthy dinner. I had taco salad. You know, I just needed health.
I had chicken rocks.
Yum. We're so south of the border.
Literally. What's that Ed Sheeran song, South of the Border, with like Camila Cabello? It was actually a good song, but I don't know how it goes.
I don't know either.
And there's a part where they go, South of the Border.
Like us having dinner last night.
Literally. Just have that energy. Yes. And then I was forced to watch the Knick game, which I do obviously like watching sports, especially when there's like a pop cultural connection. And basketball, I will say, of all the sports, I feel has the least pop cultural connections, except last night, and I'm learning a lot about the Knicks. Like, I haven't really watched them in a couple of years. Jordan Woods is like the number one wag. Do you know her man is like the best player on the Knicks?
I think you told us that.
Oh, did I?
Well,
he's really shining. It's playoffs, so it's like a big deal. And it's Karl Anthony Towns this, Karl Anthony Towns that. And then the other night we watched the game and he went over when they won. They'd lost last night. But when they won, they followed him like when the buzzer buzzed and he ran over to Jordan. She looked gorgeous sitting courtside. You know, wags don't usually sit courtside.
Well, celebrity wags do.
Yeah.
Did Ben go to the game?
No. So but it's only the first round. And it was the first and second games of the first round. Like, okay, if it's a chance that like they win the game to go to the next round, like he can go. But I'm like, please don't waste your time, like leaving me home alone, wasting money. Like, come on, we'll watch it together. We'll have so much fun. We'll have so much fun. So we watched the first one together. I think it was on Saturday night. And like, I just kind of got lost in my phone. I was not being like an active participant. And I was like, fuck, like I felt the game ending and I was just like seriously not paying attention. And he was like, you weren't really like watching and like talking with me. And I'm like, you're so right. You are so right. So if you were looking for me last night between the hours of like 7 and 9:30, I was so fucking active. I was like really trying to I'm like, that is amazing that they can do that. Like it's so, and that's Jalen Brunson, right? I was so fucking chatty and active and I feel like it really made him happy. And like, I got him to stay home for one more game,
but
you
like,
know?
Was that worth... That sounds like a lot of work. Like maybe you should just let him go to the game so you can relax.
It was definitely a lot of work, but it wasn't worse than being alone.
It wasn't. And is there maybe someone you could invite over, like a mutual friend of both of yours who could take on some of this work and talk to Ben about the game while then both stay home?
But then we're not in bed. And if we're not in bed, we might as well be out of the house. You know what I mean?
Someone who could be in your bed.
Satchel or Romeo?
But Sachi wouldn't be a good pal.
Not an active participant.
And you wouldn't watch on your couch?
I have such a love-hate relationship with my couch.
You had to get out your binoculars.
No, okay, don't be fucking rude. That's not true. I have a very nice, expensive TV in there.
I know, you know it was expensive because it was the frame.
Yeah, and then you have to buy the frame separately, okay? Like, nobody talks about that.
No.
I'm in my house. I'm in my pajamas. I'm laying down. Not on my couch.
I
mean, not on my bed.
Listen, you're preaching to the choir.
I feel like maybe before I got pregnant, I was more open to the couch. But seriously, like, what am I doing on my couch?
No, I'm trying to find solutions for you, but I understand it's an imperfect situation.
Yeah. And so our building has like this outdoor area. It's been so beautiful in the city. And there's like an outdoor TV couch set up. And like we keep saying like, we'll have some people over. Like, well, like sure. It's not happening. It's not happening.
You'd rather do that than just let him go to the game.
Yeah.
Have some people over and watch outside.
You guys don't understand. I fucking hate being alone. And I actually, like, kudos to Ben. I can't remember the last time I was alone. I've been really supported throughout this journey. And so, yeah, I'll do whatever it takes in my home.
Okay. Do what you got to do, Coach.
That's what I'm doing.
I watched Paul American last night.
I know you did.
So good. Ugh, the fight with Floyd Mayweather was postponed because Floyd had an ulcer, which we knew, in real time. So he's trying to find another person to fight him. And it's actually funny because Tommy Fury came up. And that's what I was thinking. I was like, just fight Tommy again. Everybody loved that the first time.
Yeah, that was... I wish like I had been more conscious of of the Paul Fury. Like I wasn't
Claudia.
At the time of the fight, it was such a big deal. And I didn't really know a lot about, I'm like, why do we care about these people?
One of my life's regrets.
Oh, you too? Okay, good.
What it was not being conscious for the Jake Paul Tommy Fury fight.
Yeah, like I would have stayed up for it. I would have hosted people. Maybe we would have watched outside.
A video of like a girl named Molly May cheering when she found out because she couldn't watch it and she was home with her baby. And I was like, oh, I'm happy for her. That looks nice.
Yeah, it was very much like I watched it as an outsider.
So they were trying to think like who could sub in for Mike Tyson. They were like Floyd Mayweather, but he won't fight on 7 weeks notice. Tommy Fury. And then they were like, Netflix said that'd be a big disappointment. It's like, damn, not Tommy Fury catching strays. But I understood what they meant. Like to go from Mike Tyson to then
a prize-winning fighter.
And to a rematch. Because he wound up fighting a guy named Mike Perry, who's just like some fighter who's really good. Jake's never fought him before, so they were able to bill it like, the violence king or whatever.
But I feel like a rematch almost... Why would that denigrate? And maybe I'm just offensive of Tommy Fury, but like, why would that make it worse? If anything, it's higher stakes. There's history.
Especially because Tommy beat Jake.
Correct.
And he's like the only person who has, right?
Maybe that's why.
No, he would have done anything like to make this fight. He like a good fight.
Yeah, he has a lot of money riding on it.
A lot of money, the fans, I don't think he's scared of anyone. I don't think so. And I think at some point he will refight Tommy Fury and he will win.
And we will be there. Like maybe we'll go. Like we'll be so conscious. Let's go.
Unless it's like across the world. But hopefully it's in Tampa with the rest of
the was the last one in Dubai?
I think so. Or Saudi Arabia.
Okay, what about Miami?
Go to that.
What about Miami?
Yeah, Tampa. They do a lot of stuff in Tampa.
No, that's WWE.
They were in Tampa.
Logan. Yeah, because Logan is WWE.
Wait, hold on. The name of
WWE
the arena
is headquartered.
The name of the arena was something like the Amalie Arena. Tampa.
Yeah, that's WWE.
Jake Paul was fighting.
Oh. Okay, so wow, they hit up Tampa. I would go to Vegas. I feel like maybe they would do like Phoenix. I would go.
I will go if the next Jake Paul Tommy Fury fight is in the U.S.
In the States.
I will go.
What about Puerto Rico?
I will consider it.
You don't need a passport. My passport's expired.
Ooh.
I need to take care of that. Isn't it kind of crazy feeling like I can't flee the country if I need to? It feels very like I'm living on the edge.
It is a weird feeling.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to do that, but they said I need a new picture, and so obviously now I'm going to have to delay that.
You're on Ozempic.
Correct.
And then Logan and Nina are planning a wedding in Italy. They're looking at all these venues. They're so funny. They're like, this one's $1 million. This one is $3.6 million. They talk about the price of everything.
I really appreciate that, honestly,
so
as somebody who planned a wedding.
He's like obsessed with buying collectibles. He bought like Wayne Gretzky's championship hockey stick for $336,000. And he buys
like a good price.
Does it? But like they're having a baby and Nina's like, you have to stop.
Okay. But so obviously $336,000 sounds like a lot of money, but like relative to his wealth, they're so like, it's unbelievable how much money these two make. So I feel like when you said I thought you were going to say $3 million.
Yeah. No, money
so
is no
grand?
object for them. It's actually so fun to watch. And then they're also like having conversations like our daughter will have anything in this world. She can go anywhere and do anything. Like, how do we make sure she's a good person?
Right.
And then they're like, she'll have to fly commercial. And Logan's like, you'll take her. I'll meet you.
Well, I do feel like they are oddly, even though they're like very extravagant, whatever, I feel like they're oddly fiscally responsible. They've been making a lot of money for a really long time. And they're always like investing in new businesses.
Yes.
Like obviously they do crazy cars and things and planes. But I don't worry about them the way like I used to worry about the Zolciak Biermans, and I was right for that.
Well, they weren't making a lot of money like the Paul brothers.
There was a brief stint where they were doing very well.
They weren't making Paul money.
No, but I don't look at them and think that the Pauls are living beyond their means at all.
No, not at all.
They live extraordinarily, but well within their, it's all relative.
Yeah, no. And they're saving all those taxes being in Puerto Rico.
That's why I can't watch the show, because I'll be too jealous. Of all the money they're saving on taxes.
Yeah. But I once again, I just want to recommend Paul American to the All-American viewer because it's really an interesting show.
And I want to dive in, but I do want to give a quick, brief, but honorable shout out to our Catholic community who thought everything we said about the Pope was so fucking funny yesterday. Like nobody
Even though
was
we didn't make any jokes because we would never.
No, we didn't, but like we were like giggling about stuff, and they were like, "No, you guys should totally come up with your Pope names because it's kind of how like we have Hebrew names." And when I was like, "Oh yeah, like duh," it's so appropriate. Like when everybody goes through mass, like they come up with a name, and they loved Turdy's version, the papacy.
Well, that's beautiful. Beauty is beauty. There was nothing
and
funny
Catholics
about that.
respect beauty.
There was nothing funny about that.
Nothing funny about that.
I've been seeing a lot of names being thrown around.
Me
Mostly
too. Different
3
cardinals.
names of
Oh,
cardinals.
I've seen 6.
You've seen 6. I saw 4, but like 2 people were like blocked out because the other 2 are the shining stars.
I think it'll be a while. They go into a state of mourning with like an interim.
There is an interim pope.
Right. And I think that's actually who Ray Fiennes was in the movie, if I'm remembering correctly. So it'll be a while before they've elected a new pope.
Yeah, hopefully there's no controversy. I could see like one of these candidates, old tweets.
Liking Instagram models.
Classic tale.
Photos on Instagram.
Yeah. So they'll be on their best behavior.
How are the stories today?
Good. There are things we have to talk about. You know?
Oh, well, let's talk about them.
So let's dive into the Fast 5 stories that you do need to know.
And the Fast 5 stories that you need to know are brought to you by Quince. Mother's Day is actually a really difficult holiday to shop for. Mothers love to be like, oh, don't get me anything. I have everything I need. And then they low-key get mad when you don't get them anything. So if you want to give something that feels really special, Quince has totally solved it. Everything is high quality, feels super thoughtful, and is actually affordable. So don't overthink it. Just go straight to Quince on Mother's Day. So they have cashmere sweaters starting at $50. They have 14-karat gold jewelry, Italian leather bags, fragrances, and more. The best part is that all of Quince's items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. They do that by partnering directly with top factories. Quince cuts the cost of the middleman and passes the savings on to us. Quince, of course, only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices, plus premium fabrics and finishes, which we love. I've picked up so many items from Quince that like really blend in to my wardrobe as like a luxury item, and they're so affordable. That's the best part. I have a fabulous cashmere sweater that I get so many compliments on. I have like a really good solid pair of black trousers that like are just good businesswoman pants that I wear for long hours and I kind of sweat in, and they've really worn very well. That's the difference with Quince. Everything is made really well, but you're not paying an exorbitant amount of money for it, which I really appreciate. So it's thoughtful, it's timeless, and it's totally her. Shop Mother's Day at Quince. Go to quince.com/toast for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/toast to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/toast. Today's episode is also brought to you by Beekeepers Naturals. So Beekeepers Naturals are on a mission to reinvent the medicine cabinet. They merge modern science with natural medicine to create clean, effective products that actually work. So propolis is their hero ingredient, and it's the medicine of the beehive. It delivers antioxidants, vitamin C, iron, B vitamins, and uniquely beneficial compounds that support immune health. I have to tell you, I fucking love Beekeepers Naturals. That throat spray has saved my life time and time again. So the science behind Beekeepers Naturals is actually really interesting. Propolis is the defender of the beehive. So it has a powerful combination of plant and tree resin and enzymes that are made by bees. Super high in antioxidants. Studies have found it to have antibacterial properties. And so their commitment is to bring you the most potent bee products. No other propolis comes close to this level of identification, consistency, and standardized bioactives. It has vitamin B, C, and D, zinc, antioxidants, and more than 300 beneficial compounds. We have a great offer. I really love the throat spray. I think it's like actually the most genius thing ever because I'm always afraid. I'm like, do I have a sore throat? Today, Beekeepers Naturals is offering you an exclusive offer when you go to beekeepersnaturals.com/toast or enter code TOAST to get 20% off your order. That's BEEKEEPERSNATURALS.com/toast or just enter code TOAST. Beekeepers Naturals products are also available at Target, Whole Foods, Amazon, CVS, and Walgreens. Again, Beekeepers Naturals. The cough syrup is also really fabulous, and Ben loves the sinus support capsules. So just shout out, big fan.
Big fan. We love the lollipops. Great for kids.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
Our first story: People's World's Most Beautiful Woman is here and announced, and it is Demi Moore.
I think that's a great selection. She had a good big year. She's a beautiful woman, of course. I can't really get into my annual speech about people's most beautiful woman and sexiest man alive and like how different and strange they are. So I'll just say this. Good selection. I'm happy for Demi. I think she's very beautiful.
She is very beautiful, considering people's usual thresholds for this selection. And what I appreciate is that they always go with an older woman. It's not like Maxim
bombshell.
Even though Demi Moore could be on that list too. Like, I like their commitment to appreciating, respecting older women and not just like always young girls and
no,
women.
it would be like Alex Earl.
Right. So I think given that like that's their parameters usually, like this is the perfect choice. Like they gave Julia Roberts the year off because Demi had a big year. And everything about Demi's year was like about her beauty, about her aging process, about the struggle to age with grace. And they couldn't have written it better. A better candidate couldn't have come across their desk.
No, and I don't think we did predictions. I never would have predicted this, although it is like, so it's right in front of us. It's such a great choice.
Obvious. Much more obvious than her being Time's most influential.
Correct. Although it's clearly list time. A lot of lists coming out this year.
What? It's only April.
I know. Maybe there's like a mid-season list.
Maybe
obviously
it's like
the
lists. Q1 list.
The lists that, we love come out at the end of the year. But it does feel like we've been doing a lot of lists.
I love lists.
I love lists. Our listeners don't love lists.
I know they don't. But the good thing about this is not like 1 through 100. It's just Demi Moore, world's most beautiful, decided by people. The photos are really beautiful. She's talking about
gorgeous.
The last year, her experience with the substance and the way the movie was received and aging and motherhood. And it's just exactly like when you look up people's most beautiful in the dictionary, like you will find this.
Has Demi ever been before? Because it's a title you can hold multiple times, just ask Julia Roberts.
That's where things go into the rabbit hole. We got to look at the history.
Well, I can also just ask AI.
People's most...
How many times has Demi Moore been people's most beautiful woman?
Beautiful.
I also read that you shouldn't tell ChatGPT thank you.
Or please. It takes up like a lot of energy for them to process those words.
Just once, 2025. Julia Roberts holds the record with 5 appearances on the cover as the cover honoree.
Yeah, no, that feels right. So I saw that you're not supposed to like say please and thank you to AI. I always say please, like, hey, ChatGPT, like please recommend a book for my book club because I'm not like a Neanderthal.
Well, I don't know why please would.
It's just another word that they have to process. And then like apparently AI like takes a lot of energy to process it. Those servers get really hot and it just contributes to global warming.
Yeah. I had read a little while ago, like every time you ask AI a question, it burns like 1 AA battery.
Oh, it's more than that, I think. Every time you ask AI a question, like you kill a polar bear.
No, and I know that these like are real problems. Like they're just not my problems.
No,
I need information for my podcast, and you, Sam Altman, whoever, like figure it out.
No, and like you guys create like it's so not our problem whatsoever. But I will say,
so not our. You foisted this mechanism onto us.
I understand that please and thank you like take up energy, but I think if people get used to like asking for things without saying please and thank you, it's going to have a trickle down effect to like the rest of society. And 100%. I think it's worth the expenditure. I do.
I actually think that's a really brilliant analysis because I was just going to cut out please and thank you. And then it's like, what kind of monster am I?
I don't say thank you. I've moved on because also most of the time they haven't given me what I've really needed.
Oh, are you talking about you don't say thank you in real life or just to AI?
To AI. Oh my God.
Yeah, me neither. Like, no, I got what I needed. Bye.
Yeah, like I'm not sticking around. I have a
TTYL.
I have a life.
1000%. Who's like sitting having pleasantries with AI?
I always say please.
Yeah, of course.
That's really funny. It's a funny anecdote.
Yeah, it is. But you're right. We shouldn't forego the pleasantries.
I think it's worth it. Sorry, polar bears. Sorry, penguins. Manners come first.
Siri. And the thing is, you can't blame me. I didn't invent AI. I'm just like a prop in the machine.
Yeah. But to get back to our question, the previous sexiest beautiful women last year.
I wasn't asking, but okay.
Last year, Sofia Vergara feels right.
Did I tell you I saw her at a restaurant the other day?
No, I don't think you did. That's surprising.
Pargilish.
Most beautiful, would you say?
Yeah. I was like actually really taken by her. And also at the same facility, the same evening, I saw Reese Witherspoon.
Wow. Has she been most beautiful? She's next, by the way.
Definitely.
She's definitely next. Then
the thing is, you have to agree to sit for it. And there's like an interview that's associated. And not everyone wants to do a People Magazine interview.
If they're in promotion mode. Reese would 100% do it if she had something coming out. 100%.
I don't know. I don't think that she would.
Why?
Because when I think of the tier of press that she would do for any like promotional, whether it's like a new book or whatever, I just think it exceeds People. Even though People is like literally the largest magazine in this country.
I think you're wrong. I think she.
I don't think that I am.
If she was on a press tour and it was Most Beautiful, she would do this in a heartbeat. It's so like her brand. and her
I disagree.
audience.
I disagree.
The year before, Melissa McCarthy. I don't remember that.
Me neither.
Then Helen Mirren, 2022.
Okay.
Chrissy Teigen, 2021. I don't like that. Like, not because of
She
Chrissy.
doesn't fit the mold.
Like, sorry, a bikini model, please. Like,
agreed. Get out of here. Go back to Sports Illustrated, bitch.
we're respecting like older women, okay? Stop.
Yeah, aging gracefully. Yeah.
Then the year before that, I actually think it was 3 people. It was Goldie Hawn, Kate Hudson, and Ronnie Hudson Fujikawa, which
so
is
cute.
Kate's daughter. So it was 3 generations of beautiful women.
So cute.
So cute.
So cute.
The year before, Jennifer Garner, like a perfect selection.
Yeah, Jennifer Gardner is like of the Julia Roberts ilk.
You know who else is going to have her chance at this soon, I think? Kelly Clarkson.
1,000%.
She's coming up. Her time is coming.
Completely agree. She's extremely beautiful.
And she's the ilk of people's most beautiful.
I mean, she's like so American.
So accomplished.
It's a great call.
Confident.
Attitude. It listed predictions that are definitely going to come true. Like,
it's like so obvious. I don't even feel like I made a great call. I feel like I...
No, you did. You did. Because I didn't know what you were going to say. Like, you obviously did.
Okay. The year before, Pink.
I want to let you know, like, I actually don't care anymore, like, beyond the last 10 years. But feel free to keep going.
Well,
if,
this
like,
is
if you care.
2018. We're not even 10 years.
Oh, okay. She got me out of technicality. Okay.
But then, yeah, the years before, like Julia Roberts, Jennifer Aniston, Sandra Bullock, the usuals.
The Julias and the Jennifers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Mazel Tov to Demi Moore.
Yeah. Great. Another
So
great
worthy.
accolade this year for you.
Almost as good as an Oscar.
Almost.
Our next story is some very exciting product news because Khloe Kardashian is launching Khloud protein popcorn that snackers don't have to feel guilty about. So
yes, she's been teasing this for like a little while.
Yeah, but in the last like 24, 48 hours, more teasers have come out and now the official announcement. The Easter baskets of the Kardashian children at Chris's Palm Springs Easter celebration had so much stuff in them, including popcorn that said Khloud, KHLOUD, and it's protein popcorn. So eagle-eyed viewers saw that, and now it has been officially announced that she is launching Khloud protein popcorn, a seed oil-free snack that contains more than 3 times the amount of protein than
She's
regular
such a
popcorn.
podcaster. I'm sorry. Her seed oil-free popcorn.
No, Claudia, she's one of us.
She's you're like really entering the podcast sphere when you launch a protein product.
Yeah, no, and you're talking about seed oils, even though, of course, like seed oils are bad. I've seen it all about seed oils, and I will hopefully stay away from them. But I'm not as passionate about seed oils as like a usual podcaster and mother.
I can't really be that like emphatic about seed oils because apparently my beloved, I can't believe it's not butter spray, is like just exclusively seed oils. Yeah. And I can't give that up. Therefore, I can't give up seed oils.
Yeah, that's why like I like to shop at Thrive Market because like they don't have seed oil. Like but I'm not always looking, you know. And I'm sure seed oils get into my everyday.
1,000%.
But down with seed oils, like down.
But that's the big marketing thing of the moment. So Khloe launching a product that's obviously like a protein packed snack, which is great. Seed oil free, like that's what the peeps are looking for, the health conscious folk.
Yeah. So and it's a popcorn. And she said, I'm at this stage in my health journey for the past few years that I've been really trying to up my protein intake. I'm all about muscle definition and being strong and healthy, not just skinny. But skinny's nice too. She didn't say that.
Yeah, no, for me, like I'm okay just being skinny.
No, it's like
obviously.
You can say that when you're skinny like she is. Like she is skinny, you know?
Yeah, no. And I just, like, I want to say, like, that's enough for me, Diana.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's actually not for her because she works out so much, like she does need protein.
Yes, 1,000%.
But it's like nice to say that like when you're already skinny. She said, protein wise, I'm not someone that's going to sit down and have steak and eggs all day long. And I need to consume protein. I was going to fitness stores to get protein, grab and go. And they don't taste very well in my opinion. And they're filled with so much filler and artificial stuff. And I really just wanted something selfishly that tasted great, that didn't have a ton of ingredients in it, that I could fill my protein intake with. I have to say, she's going to be a billionaire. This.
You think?
Oh my God. I'm going to, as long as it's tasty, I would eat this all day long. And then assuming it does well, which popcorn is a huge category, weirdly. Like there's some like boom chicka pop, lesser evil. Like people love healthy popcorns. It's an easy thing to be healthy. It's not that fattening. Then
so to take it to like the Quest chips level she's the first to do it.
And then she can do all sorts of protein snacks. She could be the next Quest.
She could. I'm not so sure.
Really? What did you think when you saw it?
Well, I don't know. I just was like, I don't have clear thoughts on it. I didn't think immediately like this is brilliant or this is stupid. I was like, as a concept, yes, like we're all snacking all the time. So like if your snacks could be a little bit more, protein filled, like that's great. And the fact that there really hasn't been that when you think of like protein snacks, you think of Quest, you think of like real like meathead snacks. Do you know what I mean? Like, so this is like a pargy, lesser evil. I don't know. I'm not sure.
And the thing is, for me, I don't like getting my protein from like non-protein sources. Like I do, if I want protein, like I'm gonna have chicken, I'm gonna have eggs. Like I don't want a protein chip. Like actually, I don't feel like, okay, got my protein. It just feels like very phony. So even if this popcorn didn't have protein, if it was just like healthy if it was lesser evil type popcorn, like, and it was tasty, just like puff corn that we love.
Yes, the like air.
Like air. I would be so down. I'm always looking to expand my popcorn portfolio. But like the fact that it has non-artificial added protein, however you can get protein into popcorn, please someone explain to me one day, not today, I don't care, is a bonus. I think it's brilliant.
I need to try it and then I'll give more thoughts. I think it has potential, but I'm not 100% sure.
I think this could be big business. I mean, the food category, look at Siete.
It's also a category that the girls haven't infiltrated yet. I feel like a lot of their brands sort of like overlap with one another and they're like all in the same category. This is totally new and different. I feel like the only thing I can think of similar is weirdly the Jonas Brothers have a popcorn company.
I didn't know that.
But it's more like artisanal. It's like delicious because they're boys. Like it doesn't need to be healthy.
Yeah.
And it does pretty well, I think. I think it's called Rob's.
Okay.
Yeah, something really random like that. So this is a totally new thing for her. And so maybe that's why I don't have like clear thoughts because I don't have a good example to reference as like somebody who did it right,
I think, and also there's so many brands like this, like new age health brands started by moms who are on a mission, right? A mom on a mission, to seed oils and get protein for my kids. And they're
But this isn't for kids.
It's not for kids.
Oh, really? I feel like it's not for kids.
No, I feel like it could be for kids.
I don't know if you need like giving your kids like protein popcorn.
But maybe not like babies. Well, actually, you can't even have popcorn until a certain age. It's a choking hazard. But like, I'm sure True takes down some Khloud.
I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know. It just feels weird. Like you're giving your kids like a protein shake.
I think some people give their kids protein shakes.
You really?
Yeah. Like in a
okay.
non-judgmental
Maybe I don't know enough.
When I make a Flav City protein shake, like I'll give my kids a sip. They love it.
Okay.
They would love it.
They would love it.
What was I? So anyways, she has like the right background. Mom on a mission to make snacking
better. It's a good name too.
Mom on a mission to make snacking better. I can see her on Shark Tank.
It has her name. I would love to see her as a guest shark. Like her name is obviously a part of the title, but it's also like Cloud Popcorn. Like that's just a good name.
And then she could just be like Cloud Foods.
Correct. Cloud Incorporated.
And all of a sudden she's Kraft.
Cloud Incorporated.
She's Marjorie Post.
Yeah, that's a better example.
So watch out. You guys better watch out for Khloe.
We're watching.
We're flying Coco Air soon. Up in the clouds. Cloud Air.
Do you think they feel like competitive at all with one another, the sisters?
I don't think so. I really don't. Like if we all like had businesses and everyone's living well and enjoying life and like you had a plane and I didn't, like I just want to ride,
Yeah, as long as you're generous with the plane.
Yeah, and I think it seems as though the sisters are.
Yeah.
So we'll be flying Cloud Air soon. Can't wait. Mazel tov, Khloe. You love to see a podcaster doing big things.
And doing big business.
Yeah. Are you ready for our next story?
I am. I don't even need to ask what number it is. I just know it's number 3.
The Academy sets a new Oscars rule for 2025. You need to watch all nominated...
And suddenly things make sense.
You need to watch all nominated films in order to vote in a category. So apparently this was not the case up until today. The Academy of Motion Picture...
And now I understand like how films like Amelia Perez, Anora made it this far. Nobody actually saw them.
Yeah, they were like voting based on vibes. And how it felt and how it looked. Judging a book by its cover, literally. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences has approved new awards rules, updated campaign promotional regulations, and key dates for the upcoming 98th Oscars. The nominations voting period will run from January 12th to January 16th. Among the most notable changes are revised voting requirements, the introduction of an achievement in casting award. Oh, I love that. Perfectly cast movies.
I love that too. Hairspray. Give it posthumously to Hairspray. Give it posthumously to Hairspray.
Give it to Sleepover.
Yes, Jane Lynch.
And clarified guidance on the use of general artificial intelligence in film production. The updated rules also include expanded eligibility for international filmmakers and new submission deadlines across several categories. In a key procedural shift, Academy members are now required to view all nominated films within a category to be eligible to vote in the final round. While it's surprising this wasn't already a formal requirement, questions remain about how the Academy plans to verify compliance and enforce the rules. So basically, they have like a streaming service that they send to all the members where you watch the movies. So they'll be able to see who watch the movies. But say you saw the movie at a festival or at the movie theater, you'll have to, I don't know, like submit your ticket.
Yeah. Well, there are ways, first of all. And second of all, I obviously didn't know.
A little quiz about the movie.
I obviously didn't know that like you didn't need to watch the films. I just assumed that you did, right? And I obviously like this should be the rule, but the fact that it wasn't, and now they're making it one, like we're talking about it, they almost should have left it as it is, because now we all know that for literally, what's this coming up on the 90th Oscars? Like
8th.
Now we know that the 98th, now we know the 97 before this were genuinely like fraudulent.
Yeah, maybe
it calls into question every Oscar ever given out.
I think there was a time when like the best movies of the year were nominated for the Oscars. You know, in the golden age of Hollywood, Wizard of Oz, Titanic, like where they saw the movies because they wanted to see them. The movies that get nominated now, nobody wants to watch, and that's why they're not watching them.
But also, it's easy to assume that like everybody in the Academy saw The Wizard of Oz, right? Because it was like the biggest movie.
Because everybody in the world saw The Wizard of Oz.
Right. And now they're just like choosing these random indie films. Like nobody saw it.
No, exactly. And that goes back to the original issue that they're like choosing
the wrong
bad
elk.
shit.
Yeah. I mean, I obviously have my issues with the Oscars as somebody who really got invested this year. I saw kind of an ugly side of it. And this doesn't shock me. Gross mismanagement.
Yeah. Really, really crazy. Makes a lot of sense. Do better, Oscars. Do
She said
better.
it. She said it.
Are you ready for our next story?
4? Yeah, I think I'm ready.
I don't know if you're ready.
You don't think so?
No, you're ready in the sense that you don't need to read an ad. But
Thank
I don't
you.
know if you're ready in the sense of what I heard today.
Oh, okay, wait, hold on. Let me prepare myself.
Kevin Costner is stepping out for lunch with a mystery woman, whatever. After Jennifer,
Not Luann Costner?
After Jennifer Lopez dating rumors. Did you know that he was rumored to be linked to J-Lo at the moment?
I feel as though I did know that because what you just said didn't shock me.
Interesting. Kevin Costner was spotted stepping out for lunch with a mystery woman in LA on Monday. He was seen just out and about months after he sparked dating rumors with Jennifer Lopez. He opted for a casual ensemble and was spotted with this woman. And I am looking at the pictures of him and the woman. And if it's the woman in the picture, like they're not on a date because she's carrying a backpack. But
Oh, they should have put that in the headline.
Yeah, big backpack too.
Okay, now I have to see how big is it.
Go to page 6. No, Claudia, it's a non-date backpack. Like,
okay. No, obviously. There's no such thing as a date backpack.
it's so true. Unless it's like a little, little Louis Vuitton.
Oh, like, yeah. Prada backpack, yeah.
Yeah.
Steps
Little
up for lunch with mystery
Gucci.
woman. Oh, she's got a huge backpack.
That's not a date. Like,
1000% not.
they're working on something.
Also, lunch with a backpack. Like, lunch is so casual. Backpack is so casual. These two people are genuine coworkers.
No, but it's bringing up the fact that
The
he was
J-Lo of it all.
spotted with J-Lo. It looks like they were at Kimosabe in Aspen in December.
Okay, so I just feel like a lot of famous people were at Kimosabe and Aspen in December.
Okay, but like I'm looking at a picture of J-Lo, someone's hat, and Kevin Costner, like in the same room, in the same table.
Okay, well, let me see. Well, that also just happens with famous people, you know? But
then
let me
do
see.
you think when J-Lo met Kevin, what happened next?
To be clear, in this photo, like, and this is obviously the best photo they got, they're not even addressing one another. She's talking to her son, and he's showing somebody something on his phone.
Yeah, but they're at the same table
You don't know that to be
with her
true.
children.
And I feel like Kimosabe is just like that type of place. Like,
Okay, so
Where-
say he's seated next to Jennifer Lopez coincidentally. When Kevin meets J-Lo, like, don't you think real recognizes real. Age appropriate, handsome recognizes age appropriate, beautiful.
That's the thing. I'm not sure because I actually don't know what Kevin Costner is looking for after his divorce because I don't think he dated J-Lo and I don't think he's dating the woman with the backpack. So like, what is his type? I actually don't know. Who has he actually? Wasn't he connected to Jewel? Mm-hmm. Okay, so he does like an age appropriate musician. J-Lo could be the next one for him.
That's what I'm saying. She's very beautiful and enchanting. So I just feel like even if he met her, which he did meet her in this Kimosabe, whether or not they went home together, he met her.
They obviously said hello to one another. Yeah, bare minimum.
I feel like things could
escalate. I don't hate that.
I don't hate it either. It's kind of
he is someone that she would date, and she is someone he would date.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I feel like they both like enjoy the finer things in life. They both live
they both
well.
Like Kimosabe in December.
Yeah, I think all famous people do. It's sort of a requirement to get into Hollywood.
In December.
It's actually crazy that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills like film there.
Yeah, because it's so cool.
Because it's so cool. It's so highbrow. Like during the season of like people go to Aspen pretty much like twice a year, right? Like during New Year's and then ski week is like a thing in LA. And you always see like literally, it's not even just celebrities. I don't think like anyone could just get in. It's such an upper echelon A-list, like politicians. Like it's so high class. And they also filmed Real Housewives of Beverly Hills there. Like they must have gone in the off season.
For sure. It was in December. They don't even film in December.
Was it snowing? Like I don't even think it was Aspen season.
It was cold, but it wasn't frigid.
Maybe fall.
Did they even ski?
No. The more you know.
The more you know. Anyways, just now holding out hope for Kevin Costner and Jennifer
That's really
Lopez.
interesting. Thank you for sharing that. I don't know if I consciously knew that, but I feel like maybe we made it a story.
I feel like I would remember, but maybe I didn't. But also Jennifer Lopez could be a world's most beautiful woman one day.
Has she not been?
I didn't read her name, did I? Well, maybe
no, you didn't. And I do feel like the time, her time is also coming.
To be it.
Yeah, like I think she could also use that sort of blanket positive, like kind of mindless press.
PR in a good way.
Yeah. It's not been a good year.
Yeah. Well, never stop dreaming.
But never stop dreaming. I love that. Before you keep on the dream, let me just let you know that the remainder of the show, specifically the DTQ, is brought to you by Huggies Little Snugglers. Huggies is the only leading brand with all-around blowout protection for sizes 1 and 2. So all parents out there know that there's nothing worse than a blowout. Like seriously, I have actually, as a really involved auntie, I've experienced a blowout or two. Obviously, that's when I turn the child back over to the parent. But it's devastating to see a cute outfit like get completely destroyed in like a matter of moments. Mm-hmm. But it's all about being prepared. And I think Huggies understands that.
I think so too.
You shouldn't have to live your life worrying about how you'll deal with the next inevitable blowout. Ease your blowout anxiety by switching to Huggies Little Snugglers. And Jake, if there's any people listening who aren't parents yet who don't know, or involved aunties like myself, who don't know what a blowout is, why don't you tell everyone what it is?
So a blowout is when the youngin makes a duty that is so large and so vast that it exceeds the parameters of the diaper.
It penetrates the clothing.
Up the back, down the legs. And so it's not confined to the confines of the diaper. Mm-hmm. It takes up more surface area.
Well, Huggies Little Snugglers are up to 100% leak-proof with blowout protection in the front and back on sizes 1 and 2, so you can feel confident relying on them for your little ones. Huggies Little Snugglers are now with blowout protection in every direction, sizes 1 and 2. Huggies, we got you, baby. Today's episode is also brought to you by David Protein. Introducing David, packed with 28 grams of protein, just 150 calories, and 0 sugar. David gives you everything you need without all the junk. This is 40% more protein and 57% fewer calories than the bars you've seen for years. It's truly the most efficient portable protein bar on the planet. So whether you're trying to lose weight, beef up in the gym, we were just talking about how important protein is, and protein bars are so popular, but I find like some of them, A, just taste-wise are absolutely disgusting, and B, while maybe they taste good, they're so caloric. Like you feel like there's a trade-off. You're either getting something gross or something that's not really amazing calorie-wise. So if you're trying to keep your calories down, your protein up, but also eat something like actually good. David Protein, they're like the gold protein bars. I feel like everybody's talking about them right now.
I'm talking about protein.
Everyone's talking about protein. And they just released their newest flavor this week. It's a cinnamon roll. Their flavors are like really good, not just like the usual protein flavors. If you want to try this new flavor, you'll have to visit davidprotein.com/toast to try it today. You can find David in its iconic gold packaging all around New York City in just about any bodega or in many other retailers around the country. You can also buy it directly from their website at davidprotein.com/toast. And the deal is if you buy 4 cartons, you'll get the 5th free. So visit at a store near you or davidprotein.com/toast to get yours today. Ben is obsessed. He has like them all over his backpack. The flavors are really good. I like that. Like I feel like everybody does the same flavors,
So
and
many
they actually like
flavors.
they get creative.
Yeah.
Cinnamon roll, I love that.
Cake.
So davidprotein.com/toast. If you buy 4 cartons, you'll get the 5th for free. Visit a store near you or davidprotein.com/toast to get yours today.
Thank you, Coach De La Woj.
You're welcome, Soj. You're welcome, Soj.
De La Costner. Okay,
Yes.
our next and 5th and final story is a story that I don't personally really care about, but I feel like people will, which isn't a great way to choose stories, you know?
I think it's quite selfless of you.
Yeah, but it's like when you buy a gift for someone and it's like, well, I don't love it, but I think they will. You should always love it yourself. Because
I also don't agree with that.
You don't?
No.
I think the idea that
Gifts are about the person that you're giving it to.
No, I know,
the
but
giver.
like it's like you should love it and think that they will love it too. Not just like, I'm going to get you this thing I think is ugly, but I think you would like it.
Yeah, but that shows that like you know them so well. Like you're not prioritizing your own taste over theirs. No, I disagree with you. I think the story is going to be great.
Tiger King star Joe Exotic gets married in prison.
Jackie,
to an inmate
Skip.
doing time for immigration crimes.
Jackie, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that's what we were talking about. I would have agreed with you the whole time. I feel as a podcaster, as a comedian, as an influencer, and as a content creator, there are some lines I won't cross. And talking about Joe Exotic is a personal boundary of mine.
I agree. I'm so not interested in this person. However, when I saw he got married in prison, I was like, you could do that. And there's like wedding photos and they're both in prison.
So I think in certain facilities, I think if you're like in max for, murder, you're not out here having ceremonies. But based on my book, The Many Lives of Mama Love, which I highly recommend if you want looking to learn about the prison system, there are different tiers of prisons and a lot of them are in the spirit of rehabilitation, right? Like they want you to leave with a better life. And so they encourage classes and GED and whatever gardening. They give you a job. And maybe he's at a facility such as that where they encourage
people to find love.
Right. I didn't know. I guess I thought that like you can marry like your girlfriend on the outside. I didn't know like 2 inmates inside could get married.
Right. And then it's like, are there co-ed prisons where people could fall in love with people of the other gender? Because a lot of prisons are single gender, so you could only fall in love.
Well, even there are, I feel, co-ed, because in the book there was, but they're in completely different buildings. Like it's the same prison, but different wings. You never see, because that is like a recipe for disaster.
Yes, it is. It is.
So no, I don't think that you can meet an opposite sex inmate and fall in love.
Right. So it could only happen with same sex.
Right.
But it could happen.
That's a good point.
Like I never.
And it's feeling familiar to me, but I don't know if I knew that Joe Exotic was
engaged.
Gay. No, gay.
It's feeling familiar to me.
Yeah, I know. I think that it was like talked about in the documentary, but like that was an eon ago.
Well, he shared a picture of him and his new husband posing together in tuxedos and plain white hats with boutonnieres to match. He said, never been more proud of someone. He's in jail for immigration crimes. And so I think now that they're married, maybe he could stay. But Joe has said, like, even if he has to go back to Mexico, like, I will go with him.
Oh, I didn't think about the potential like green card. But he's like, maybe that's not real.
He said, we're working on getting him asylum or we will be leaving America when we both get out.
I just feel like the immigration like police whose job it is, like in Chuck and Larry, right? When they had to pretend and they have to like, go through all these steps to like prove that they're a real marriage. Mm-hmm. I just feel like they're going to take one look at this couple. They met in prison. It's like too convenient. And I think they're not gonna pass any sort of litmus test for American immigration. That's how I feel.
Okay, but then he will go back to Mexico with him, and if he does that, like that's love.
No, it is. I'm definitely down to be rid of Joe Exotic in this country.
But he's also serving like a 21-year sentence. Oh no, the husband is serving a 21-year sentence for plotting to hire a hitman to murder. I'm sorry. Ooh. Who's Maldonado? Joe?
Oh, you're asking me what Joe Exotic's real last name is? I'm sorry, that's beyond my
No. Maldonado is
level.
Jorge Flores Maldonado.
Is the husband.
Yeah, but wait. So he's in prison for hiring a hitman to murder Big Cat arch rival Carol Baskin?
No, that's Joe Exotic.
Okay, so this is a typo in this New York Post article. Because it said Maldonado.
What's the other guy in prison for? What's an immigration crime? Is that being here illegally? They put you in prison? I thought they just deport you.
For immigration issues, according to CBS News. Let's dig deeper.
Maybe he's a citizen who's like smuggling people in.
He submitted
aiding and abetting.
He was convicted in 2019 on 21 counts. In Maldonado was convicted.
We're confused.
Maybe Joe already took his last name because listen to this.
I'm
sorry. Joe Exotic's real name is Joseph Maldonado. Jorge is now Jorge Maldonado also.
Oh, so how are we supposed to know which Maldonado they're referring to?
But Jorge May Flores is originally from Mexico. He's serving time for immigration-related issues, according to Joe's news release. Okay, and no one wants to let us know what those are.
Yeah, because correct me if I'm wrong, if you are arrested for an immigration crime and your crime is being here illegally, they don't throw you in an American prison. They send you back.
Joe Giudice, you pay, you do the time, and then you leave.
But Joe wasn't here illegally. That's what I'm saying.
True.
It was just but another slap on his wrist, and you're deported.
Yeah, that's true. Like if you're not living here legally.
So maybe he's in a similar situation as Joe Giudice, this guy Flores. Like maybe he committed a crime, and after he serves his time, as another added punishment, they're sending him back to Mexico.
Yeah, they're hoping to be.
This is why I didn't want to talk about this. Like these people are a drain
I'm learning so much. I'm having so much fun. Yeah, they're a drain on like society's resources
on my brain
and your tax dollars.
And don't get me started on my tax dollars.
But Joe Exotic has also requested a presidential pardon for both he and Flores, as well as asylum for Flores. So we'll see how
I have also requested a presidential pardon from ever paying taxes again, and I haven't heard back. So get in line, Joe Exotic. Okay?
Yeah, let's see if that comes through for him.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
In the meantime, while we wait, we'll wait with the DTQ every Tuesday, except for last week. Jackie and I do Dear Toasters, our weekly advice segment, where we try to help the swirlies in need. They write into us about things going on in their relationships, families, whatever it may be. We're open to hearing about anything, and we try our best to help. Now, if you want to write in, you can send us an email, deartoasters@gmail.com, or feel free to head over to our website, thetoastpodcast.com. Scroll down, there's a little submission box that says Dear Toasters. Both methods are totally anonymous. We'll never blow up your spot. Ready to dive in?
I'm ready.
Hi, girlies. My boyfriend and I are both 25 years old, and we've been dating for 3 years. He lives in a studio. I live in a house with roommates, but we are planning on moving in together next lease cycle. I'm writing because my boyfriend keeps asking me to do what I consider wifey status favors for him. For example, I was doing some work from home from his apartment while he went to the gym, and before he left, he asked me if I could switch his laundry to the dryer since the washer cycle would end while he was out. He also wanted me to hang dry his jeans. I did it to be nice because I am a natural caretaker, but I told him that these are not girlfriend chores and it probably won't happen again. I feel like volunteering is one thing, but he asked me to do it, which annoyed me. He accepted it, but definitely did not comprehend why it was a big deal to me. Am I being overdramatic? And is this a normal, nice thing to do for someone I care about? If not, how do I get him to understand wife versus girlfriend status? I have to say.
Wait, what am I missing?
No.
She sounds insane.
I chose this one. I chose this one because it was important that we tell you you're absolutely crazy. Like, but first of all, it's your boyfriend. So even like you as a human being, if somebody asks you for a favor, like, yeah, you just do it because they're like, what? This is your boyfriend. So you're in his house.
You want, not the job you have.
So you clearly want to be promoted. You have been promoted. You want to be promoted to girlfriend and to wife. Let me tell you, this is not the way to do it. You're coming off so naggy and like unhelpful. Asking somebody to just flip the wash, like I would do that to a friend. Like it's
while
so
you're like mooching
in their
at
house.
his apartment.
Yeah, I understand your goals and I'm aligned. I want to get you there. Your method is so off because this is not making him think, oh, this is a person I want to marry.
It's like, oh, damn, I hope she hangs dries my jeans. I should propose so she'll do so. It's like, no, you have to ingratiate yourself into his life that he can't live without you. So, of course, he's going to propose.
No, and if you're just like at every turn, with him asking you to flip the washer is like literally the least big deal. You're making a mountain out of a molehill. Like maybe that doesn't endear him to be like, oh, I want to marry this person. It's more like, oh, this person's kind of like naggy.
Yeah, you've got to walk the walk. And if you had cited a lot of examples, like he's treating you like, you know, already
like a maid.
Like a maid and asking him to you to cook for him and like already like assigning these roles. Like I could maybe see how it's not exactly what you want because these things could come naturally, but like asking you to flip the laundry while he's out, like that's a very natural way to start helping.
And it's not even about wife versus girlfriend. It's just like a human being thing. If your roommate was out and being like, hey, I have to run to class, can you just flip my stuff into the dryer? It's such a normal thing to ask.
You could ask the same of him. He's not just asking you because you're a woman. He's asking you because you're home.
You're there.
Clothes are wet sitting in the washing machine.
I'm so sorry. I hate when we get a submission where we can't like root for the girl.
And I really do always try, because I know that's a criticism that we've gotten, is that we're always like bashing the toaster. No,
that's so untrue. I feel like it's our last resort.
And we really don't like indulge you guys at all, but sometimes it's really important to let you know that's how Sue sees it.
And by the way, you did ask, am I being over dramatic and this is a nice normal thing to do for someone? Yes, to answer your question, you are being over dramatic, and yes, this is a nice normal thing to do for someone.
And if you want to be his wife, you better change your attitude.
Yeah, because we're selling, right? We are selling you.
We are.
And right now you're being
forward.
Right now you're putting forward like kind of naggy energy, whereas if you were putting together like generous, lovely, easygoing, that's someone you want to marry.
This woman makes my life easier. I can't imagine her not being
my life
around.
Without her. Yeah.
A bit of a strand. You got a strand, Claudia.
Oh, my hair looks weird?
It's okay. Just a strand, Barry.
How's that?
Perfect. Beautiful. As ever.
Next up. Hey, Jackson Lettert. I'm wondering if my father-in-law has gone too far this time. My PJAM husband and I live in a big city, but we grew up in a small city where our families still live. For years, my husband's family has been on our backs about moving back, while my family's happy for us being where we are. The other day, we got a phone call from my father-in-law that he's bought us a fixer-upper home in our hometown as a gift. My husband is so excited, while I could not be less enthused. While the gift is so generous, I can't help but feel like the decision was made for me without my input, which does bother me. I love where I live. I love my career. What's a girl to do? Yeah, I mean, it's a really generous gift, but it's obviously like also a threat.
Yeah, but like your family's also there. So it's not just like them trying to shoehorn you into their life. Like, to me, this sounds so beautiful and lovely. Like, go back to the small time where you have both of your families and you're going to raise your family. And maybe I don't know if you have kids yet, you didn't say. And so maybe you want to stay in the big city and then eventually move to the small town. So take the next few years to fix up the house. It could be like a part-time house, but like, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, my friend. A free house is a free house.
Yeah, I feel like it's important to know if you never want to move back to this small town or just not yet. Because if not yet, Jackie's right. Fixer-uppers take forever. You could rent it out. It could become, and then when you're ready, you feel like your career's at a place where you can move a little bit out of town or you want to start having kids. Yeah, but if you never want to live there and it's like not even an option, which it doesn't sound like it is because your family also lives there.
Sounds like a dream.
It does, but obviously this is all about perspective.
And like, I know I have to respect the fact that like you want to stay in the big city and you might never want to move back to your small city, but I just can't relate to you.
I know. So we have to like, it's perspective, right?
Because you could maybe relate more.
No, if somebody bought me a house, like I would move.
Where your family is and their family is, like free babysitting for life.
Yeah,
Someone bought you a goddamn house.
If somebody bought me a house in the place in which both Ben and I's families lived, like I'm there already. I'm there. But listen, she has different priorities.
Already there.
Yeah, like I'm putting up sconces.
Around.
I got crown molding.
I'm the sunshine in your hair.
And you know what? Maybe you're going to start a fixer-upper project, start sharing it on social media, and then you become a famous influencer, and it would never have happened had it not been for this gift.
From your small town, and you can quit your big city job that's bringing you no joy.
But that's not what she said. She loves her big city job.
Is that what she said? What did she say about the big city?
She says, I love my career and I love where I live. She said those exact words. So like, we're projecting. We're not being helpful because we are projecting.
Yeah, and it's like, I love my career too, and it doesn't tie me to a big city, so that's not fair of me to like put that on you.
Right. No, like we could do our jobs from anywhere. So like we would be like, well, just go home and be a big career woman from your house. But that's probably not the case. So in terms of actual tangible, helpful advice, you need to decide if you never want to live in this place, which I feel like you don't.
But what if it's your second home then, and that's where you stay when you go back and visit your family?
Love that. It's a gift, so like you don't have to pay for it. That's a great idea.
Yeah, I think this is like really so fantastic.
It's doable.
I think it's so fantastic. And you can make it, you could make it what you want, and you could go as much or as little as you want, but it's overall a really nice thing.
Yeah. And just make it work for you. It's look at it as I feel like you're looking at it as a burden. Whereas, like, look at it, get creative. Jackie's right. Second home, maybe
Some people are
eventually.
just, like, given a house and they're complaining.
Give it to me.
Give it to me.
I'll show you how to do it.
Give it to me.
All right, next up. And our third and final. Hello, swirls. I'm in need of some advice from the gals. I'm 5 months pregnant, and my husband and I have had sex once since we found out I was pregnant. I had a really rough first trimester. I had HG. I was hospitalized, but thankfully I'm well past that now, and I'm feeling pretty good. This is my first pregnancy and first within my family and friends, so I don't have anyone to really ask. Is it weird to not be having sex? I have not initiated anything, and to be honest, I'm not really in the mood as I'm trying to accept all these lovely bodily changes for the first time. My husband has not made me feel bad or even brought it up. I think he knows that I'm really not loving this journey. I guess I'm asking if this is normal, weird, or should I bring it up? Are we just not going to have sex for like a year? And no, sorry, Claudia, my husband is not gay. He's not having an affair. And I think he's genuinely just a good guy who can read the room. Thank you for that. Signed, a content but guilty feeling toaster. Now, let me say this. I totally feel you because
he's gay.
He's 1000% gay and having an affair with a man. Multiple. No, when I first got pregnant, Ben, like the first one, I was so nauseous. Like I would say it ended like 3.5 months. I was like, oh my God, I will never kiss my husband again. Like I think he's the most revolting man on the planet. Like everything he does sends a chill of rage down my spine. His breath could kill someone. Like I was kind of making peace with like, I will seriously never be attracted to this person ever again. But let me tell you, it really goes away. And I feel like yours is just taking a little bit longer. Because I feel eventually, I've heard like both things. I've heard from people like, one, hated my husband the entire pregnancy, like wanted to kill him, thought he was disgusting, couldn't believe I was having kids with him. And then the second being like, never loved my husband more, so obsessed with him, so attracted to him, like my body like craved his smell, pheromones. And I feel like both are totally normal. Some people have both in one pregnancy. That's what I feel like I had. Some people have one in one pregnancy. And I feel like it's totally fine.
No,
like there's nothing wrong with this.
Like pregnancy makes women hornier sometimes.
Yes.
But sometimes not, especially if you've had a really hard time. I feel like women who have been through HG like deserve the world, and whatever you want, you get.
Is yours.
So if you're not
it's
feeling
yours
it,
if
don't
you
do
want
it.
it.
And it's not always what's best for your body. Like it can be painful. Like I think if you go your entire pregnancy without having sex, it's not
a big deal.
like an awful thing. Not at all.
No, I completely agree.
A lot of people
Jackie's
are on
right.
pelvic rest. After I
some
had my
people, I feel like-
cerclage,
oh, get away from me, bitch.
fuck out of here.
No, some people definitely, I think sex helps them. Helps them feel beautiful, feel connected to their partner. You feel kind of distant from your vagina because you literally are getting physically further away from it. So you feel connected to your body. And then some people, it's like a strain. Like not only does it hurt physically, it doesn't make you feel good. So just lead with your own feelings.
Listen to your
literally
body.
Neither of them are wrong.
Listen
Neither
to your
are
body.
wrong.
If you're not wanting it, don't do it. If you are, then do it. And the fact that your husband's not saying anything, like it's not weird. Don't feel like, oh my God, I'm the only person in the world who didn't have sex when they're pregnant and my marriage is over and we're not going to, like, to stop counting, even if it winds up being a year. Even if, stop counting. It's really not a big deal. There's a time in life for everything and sex will always be there.
No, and gratitude is so important because I feel like we need to be grateful to your man. Some people's husbands are such assholes. Like this was a trend on TikTok. It made me actually really sick. People sharing like their abusive husband stories and like how, showing up to your 6-week post labor appointment pregnant because like your husband pressured you into having sex. Like some men are such animals about it. Like the fact that your husband's not even bringing it up because he doesn't want to make you feel uncomfortable. Like P-jom, that's when you say my husband's a P-jom, like that's fucking P-jom.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't worry about it.
No, do not worry about it for 1 second. Take care of you. This is not a cause for concern at all.
No,
very
not at
normal.
all. And I feel like
very normal.
I feel like if
that was mostly her question.
Very normal. I feel like if you do it and you don't want to do it, like you will really regret it.
No.
Like it won't make you feel good.
You don't have, it's up to you. Very normal. No, I feel like she was thinking like, oh my God, everyone's having sex when they're pregnant and I'm not. Like,
no, they're not.
There's something wrong with us. No. You're very normal.
Did you talk?
No, did you?
Fuck. No.
You always talk.
I know. I thought, but you were in the middle of a sentence.
I finished normal.
Okay, whatever. We'll leave it in. Our Wi-Fi cut out for 2 seconds.
That's all though.
What was the last thing you said?
Like I said, very normal.
Very normal. Nothing to worry about. Seriously. That's your toasters. Hope the DTQ has been satiated sufficiently.
Been fed.
And don't forget to write in if you have an update for us, if we've read your submission on air or you have something you want to share with us, please, deartoasters@gmail.com, thetoastpodcast.com. Thank you so much for listening to the Toast and Atlanta Morning Show, where we deliver the fast five stories you need to know every Monday through Friday on YouTube. So if you're watching us on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as podcasts at podcast can be found. So Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Radio, Iron Basic. What?
Anywhere burps can be found.
Yeah, no, I'm really burpy these days. Sorry. And no, I'm not doing burpees. I'm burping a lot. That was misleading. I know you guys probably saw me and thought, wow, she's doing a lot of burpees. Wherever podcasts are found, leave a 5-star review about how beautiful, stunning, and wickedly talented we are. Yeah?
Love ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.